You're an all-star, get your game on, go play.
Or not. At least not yet. I personally would have had Murray as an all-star if I had a ballot. And apparently, I wasn't the only one who thought that way.
Thoughts on him?
Well, I actually expected their record to be even worse than what it actually is, and I think it hasn't been that in large part due to Dejounte's play. He's continued to grow each and every year. You're talking a kid who had an ACL injury, rehab, came back stronger, and if you follow Dejounte at all, the kid lives in the gym. So hopefully he'll get rewarded one of these days soon. I think he may have a chance to get rewarded because I won't be able to play in the All-Star game. So he may have a chance to get rewarded by Commissioner Silver, and I hope that comes to fruition for him because he deserves it.
Yeah, I actually fully agree with Draymond on this. So I decided to make a video looking at exactly why Dejounte Murray deserves to make his first All-Star appearance. The biggest improvements to his game this season have come on the offensive end. Let's start with his mid-range game, because it's been a key part of his scoring this season. He's shooting 41.5% on 5 attempts per game, which is the 8th most attempts in the league. He loves these little pull-ups from the elbow or free throw line. Can you tell he's played with DeMar DeRozan, aka the mid-range king? He knows exactly where his spots are and finds a way to get there. He loves getting into these shots off the pick and roll. He'll snake around defenders and try to get to areas on the court he's happy to get these shots off from. Here he gets the ball on the perimeter and immediately gets the screen. He initially rejects it, but then goes back the other way and sends Kyrie right into it, and that's enough to get clean air for the shot. His long arms mean he can get these shots off above a lot of guys, even when he can't generate a lot of separation. He loves slowly penetrating the paint and getting these floaters up over big men. Here he gets the screen and gets switched on to the smaller Kobe White, and penetrates before turning around and getting the step back fadeaway off. Every now and then he'll show some sneaky burst of the dribble to get past guys too. Despite this, he's not the quickest and still relies heavily on screens and handoff action to get separation. He's also been pretty efficient closer to the basket, shooting 62% at the rim. To be fair though, that's something you'd expect from a guard of his size. He does that same snaking around the defense, and when there's a hole for him to attack and get to the basket, he exploits it. He makes up for his lack of express speed by whipping out some nice dribble moves and changes of pace. Like here, he throws down a nice little crossover and darts to the hoop. Here's another example of those. His long arms help him to get the ball up and extend past rim protectors. Hey, so I'm just cutting in here just to give you guys a kind reminder to like the video and subscribe. Every subscriber means a lot at this point. Also, if you have any suggestions or players you'd like me to take a look at, drop them in the comments down below. And yeah, back to the video. His passing has skyrocketed this season. He's averaging 9.1 assists this season, up from 5.4 the season before. Only Chris Paul, Trae Young, and James Harden averaged more assists than him this season. His assist rate has jumped up from 26 to 40%. His turnovers have gone up slightly from last season, but it's still his second best mark of his career on both a per 100 and a rate basis. So, all things considered, I think I can pretty confidently say he's a drastically better passer. He's able to create out of these drives and execute a decently wide variety of passes. You'll find big men at the basket and shooters on the perimeter. His awareness and court vision are also much improved. He can still be a bit careless with his passes though. He'll overestimate the likelihood of passes getting past defenders quite often. And he sometimes loses accuracy on passes when he's on the move. Defensively, he's still an absolute monster. He's averaging 2 steals per game, which is tied for the best in the league. His assist rate of 2.8% is tied for 6th in the league. So, I think it's pretty clear from a statistical standpoint that not many guys, if any, are having a fun time going up against Murray. And when you watch him, that becomes even clearer. He very often gets in the face of ball handlers and loves poking or swiping at the ball. His timing on these pokes are key to his success with them. This is a great play by him. He absolutely busts a gut to get here and uses that long wingspan to get in the way of this pass. Speaking of getting in the way of passes, that's something he's really good at. His awareness and anticipation from these positions is very exciting to watch. At the end of the day, all hope is not lost in terms of him becoming an all-star this season. Like Draymond mentioned in that broadcast, he is going to be unavailable for the game, so there's a chance Dejounte gets in as a commissioner's addition. Even if that doesn't end up happening, the growth this guy has had despite some serious obstacles should be applauded, and to be able to put together the season he's producing right now is extremely pleasing to watch. Well, that was all for this video. If you did enjoy, please put like and tap that like button, and until next time, it has been your boy, Zachary McAllister. Have a good day.